there are a lot of stories happen in the month of June, so I'm gonna pick three that was interesting or let alone stood out to me. Number one is the guy in Georgia being charged with the death of his 22-month-old son, leaving him in the car, die of a hypothermia. You know, he was left in the car for 7 to 8 hours in a hot car, mind you. So I don't know why people do this. I mean, common sense. I mean, if there's a kid in a car or an animal, take it out, or take him or her or it out of the car, or at least have some sort of a adult supervision. You know, instead of leaving them by themselves. Number two is the lady in Chitoka, New York. If I butcher the city's name, it's my fault. Went on a racist rant. She was dead wrong in so many ways. I mean, and plus she changed her story like 2-3 different times. Went from the black man hit one of her kids with a truck to he started the truck up and scared her daughter. That's when she totally flipped the F out and cursed him to no end. And she says that she's not a racist. She has a cousin who's black and all this other stuff. But yet you were the one with dropping more N-bombs than the U.S. military dropping bombs over Baghdad. Woo! Goodness gracious. Stop lying, lady. And plus, this is the very same woman who sat there and threatened this black man twice. Said she's gonna go get her husband and beat his butt, or oh, I'm gonna throw a coffee at him, and this, that, and the other. I'm like, this woman got some serious issues, for real. So, I wouldn't be surprised if her kids grow up and end up becoming racist. And you can look at their parents. It starts at home. So let me get off of that subject. And number three, the 12-year-old girls stabbed their friend 19 times over a video game called Slender Man. I'll put the links in the description. The more I think about the story, those two girls, 12-year-olds, should be tried as adults. And no, I don't want to hear people say, oh, they shouldn't be tried as adults. They didn't know what they were doing. Blah, 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 blah. Let me tell you something. We were all 12 years old at once, right? I don't ever remember going out committing crimes based off of playing video games, watching TV, cartoons, watching movies, listening to music, reading books, and all this other stuff, right? They planned this for 4+ months. They planned it. And they almost did it. They almost killed their friend. It's a miracle that girl who was stabbed 19 times is still alive. Wow. I'm amazed. I'm shocked that she survived. And as for those two little monsters, they should be tried as adults, and then they should be, if they found guilty, they should be sentenced to at least 60 to 70 years in prison. I don't want to hear people say that's not fair, that's not justice. Video games made them do this, and I am so tired of the media constantly finding ways to blame other things than blaming who committed crimes. Blaming video games, music, movies, books. I think I said music. It won't help. All you're doing is making, not all parents, but some parents, you're letting them off the hook when you start doing stuff like that. And that's not right, and it's not fair. Stop. So, now E3 2014 video games, it came and went. Sony did the worst job. It's like they were taking notes from Microsoft from last year's E3, and they just bored me to death. It took me 3 to 5 days to finish watching their conference. I mean, I was going back and forth watching that, watching NBA Finals, and doing other things. I just wasn't interested at all. So, and plus they talked too much about sales numbers, PlayStation Now, PlayStation TVs, movies, all this casual nonsense BS that no one cares for. And if this was Microsoft, us gamers would have ripped them in half. That's the truth. Speaking of Microsoft, they did really good. They talked about games. Nothing but games. They kept it going. I watched the conference the entire time. I wasn't bored. So, thumbs up for Microsoft. Nintendo did their thing. Loved the Robot Chicken skit. Even though the fanboys, fangirls, Nintendo Defense Force, Nintendo drones completely flipped out and got offended over that. Take a chill pill. Get a life. You'll live. It's a joke. The games that caught my eye were Scalebound, No Man's Sky, of course, Batman Arkham Knight. That's about it. So, Destiny, I have mixed feelings about the game. It looked like it could be good, but at the same time, it's just another first-person shooter. So, we'll see how that game turns out. Beta is supposed to come out next month. The Last of Us, I played it, I beat it. Took me about almost 13 hours to complete it. It's a good game. Is it trash? No. It's better than half of the games on the market, but to sit there and say that it's a benchmark to video games, it's the best game of all time, this, that, and the other, it's going way overboard, reaching, and it's just flat out stupid. So, the game, to me, is a 7 out of 10. So, and plus it's overrated. Possibly the most overrated video game of all time. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2014 trailer came out this past Tuesday. What do I think? It is all about the turtles, and I'm happy with it. I'm still gonna go see it, but I'm still concerned that it's gonna turn out to be garbage. But I'm gonna do my best to turn my brain off. But it's Michael Bay. But then again, he's not making the movie. He's an executive producer. And I'm going to say this one last time, because there are a lot of Turtle fans in the community are so flipping stupid, they can't tell the difference between executive producer and director. John Liebersman, or Liebersman, whatever his last name is, he is director. Kind of like Michael Bay is director for all 4 Transformers movies. He's not directing TMNT. He's not. Stop. My goodness, people in the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles community are so flipping stupid. They need to be kicked in the head. Sports. Oh, wait. Before I get to sports, let me say something about the Shredder. I like the Shredder. I do, but the blades, just a tiny bit overboard. Just a little bit. That's all. And what else I can say? It seems like Raphael is gonna be doing saving his brothers, and I can't wait for that. So, sports. We all know that the NBA Finals is complete. They San Antonio Spurs won the NBA title. Kawhi Leonard is the MVP. So, Kevin Durant took a shot at him in his Twitter account, then went to address the issue on his Facebook account, yada, yada, yada. I got a new nickname for that man. It's Sweet and Salty. His game is sweeter than a ice cream sundae and saltier than the damn ocean in the middle of the summertime. I'm just saying. And he got a big old target on his back. That's just how I feel. If you're gonna criticize, don't bash the dude. Just congratulate. the system works for the San Antonio Spurs more than I can say for the Oklahoma City Thunder's system. They haven't won an NBA title. We saw Kevin Durant in the NBA Finals. He disappeared. Russell Westbrook is the one who showed up. The NBA draft was pretty cool. It was good, but then again, I only watched the first half of it. And it's funny when you got Jay Billis saying that Marcus Smart saying he's an elite defender, and then we catch him flopping like a couple seconds later. I was just laughing my butt off so hard. I almost had an accident. It was just funny. So I don't know what Charlotte Hornets was thinking, getting Shabazz Napier and just sending that pick to Miami. So yeah. With that, throwing y'all a salute. I'm out.